Hello everyone, myself is Darshan. Today I am going to explain about the introduction to microbiology part. Students, welcome to my channel, Introduction to Medical Microbiology. See, what do you mean by microbiology? Before going to microbiology, what do you mean by biology? Bio means life, the things which have life, the organisms which have life, okay? That is called bio. Logy means study. Actually, the logy, it is not logy. For our convenience, we have considered as logy. It is called as logy. Logy, the meaning of that is study. The studying of living things is called as a biology. The things which have life. Okay, the organism, studying about the living organisms is called as biology. No? Then what do you mean by microbiology? Why we don't have macrobiology? Yeah, okay, why? Because microbiology and macrobiology, it's not the matter of macro. Macro means the things which we can see through our naked eyes and we can study it. Okay, then that is not a matter. Everyone can study, no. But micro means it cannot be seen. There are still many more living organisms present in the earth. These microorganisms, it cannot be seen through our naked eyes because we have our simple eyes, not the compound eyes, as similar to the other phylum. Example, we can give arthropodans, right? The arthropoda have compound eyes. It has many lenses. We have only one lenses, for example. Even arthropodas cannot see the microorganisms whose size is less than 1 millimeter. For generally, I am saying we have the things, the living organisms which cannot be seen, okay, through our naked eyes, whose size is less than 1 millimeter in diameter. Then we need a magnification or an instrument to study about the particular organism. It's called as a microscope. Then the sum of all these, the living thing you have taken, what the magnification or the lens you have taken to study about that organism, all this process comes under a branch called as a microbiology. Okay, micro andre too small to be seen with the naked eye. Actually, then bio means life, logy means studying of. Let us come to this topic. Studying of microorganisms usually less than the 1 millimeter in diameter, which requires some form of magnification to be seen clearly and to study. What the examples you can give, students? You can give many examples like viruses. Name the viruses. The most popular virus, coronavirus, right? When coronavirus, as it entered, it is a human being. So the visceral organs, it cannot be seen through our naked eyes. Okay, they need some magnification, not only microscope, they need a magnification to be seen clearly. That is, studying of those organisms comes under the microbiology. Okay, viruses, not only coronavirus, even some other hepatitis virus, hepatitis B virus, herp viruses, Falco viruses, okay, all bacteriophages, all those things comes under the virus. Next, bacteria. Many bacteria, you can give an example. The bacteria, rod bacteria, spirillum bacteria, vibrio bacteria, okay, then lactobacillus bacteria. Still, many examples you can give to the bacteria. And fungi. Now, fungi also, it is both macroscopic as well as the microscopic, right? I said no. We can see the fungi which are growing on the surface of the soil. Then you can ask, then why it is kept as an example of microbiology? Antak ನೀವು ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು. Fungi ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು, ಹಣಬೆ, what we say, mushroom, those belongs to fungi kingdom only. But why you cannot kept under the microbiology ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, there are still microorganism, still microfungi as fungi are there, not only the macrofungi. ಬರೀ ಕಣ್ಣಿಗೆ ಕಾಣಿಸೋದಷ್ಟೇ ಫಂಗೈ ಅಲ್ಲದೆ still in micro in size the fungus are there. It causes many diseases. For example, fungal infection. Okay, Fungal infection ge best example trichoderma. You can give an example of trichoderma. Trichoderma, it causes the skin infection on the human beings. As it enters the body of the human, it causes the disease. So that fungi you cannot see, but you can see what the fungi is doing to you, how it is harming to you. You can see those. Then how to protect that, then what you have to take to cure that, those and all. Studying of those total process of that microscopic fungi is an example of comes under the microbiology. So you can give an example even fungi also. Artha aita? The next, algae. Even same question arises here. Why algae we can see through our naked eyes? Where the moist conditions are there, where the wet conditions are there, we can see the what? Algae. But still, as similar answer to the algae also, still microscopic level of algae are also there, which cannot be seen. Okay, example you can give hydrodictyon example, and Polysiphonia as an example, and even best example Volvax. Colonies of Volvax an example, best example Chlamydomonas is an example. All those you can give. Then coming to protozoans, protozoans also microscopic. You cannot see, but you can know what the thing happening, whether the organism is harmful to you, whether the organism is benefited to you. So example you can give many example. That for first basic example is Salmonella typhi, which causes the typhoid fever, right? Even it is a protozoan. So these are the some of the organisms which can be studied under the branch of microbiology. Okay, so next here, types of microbiology are there. There are two types. They are firstly classified into cellular, acellular. Cellular means, as the name itself self-explanatory, that the organism has cell wall, not the cell. The organism has cell wall. Acellular, A refers to absence of the cell wall. Okay, first you can give an example of prokaryote, right? The prokaryotes comes under the kingdom Monera, which is firstly discovered or classified by the scientist Copeland. Okay, he kept all the archaebacteria under the prokaryotic kingdom. Why? Because you know what are the things, the differences between the prokaryotic organisms and eukaryotic organisms, you know that. Then even coming to eukaryotic, even it has a cell wall, right? It has cell wall. All cell membrane bodied organisms are present. So the having the cell, the microorganism which have the cell wall, they are considered as cellular type of microbes. Then coming to the acellular example best you can see is viruses. Which viruses? AIDS virus. You know AIDS virus, as you have know in the SSLC they will give, SSLC ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮಗೆ. ಡ್ರಾಯಿಂಗ್ ನೀಟ್ ಲೇಬಲ್ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಏಡ್ಸ್ ವೈರಸಸ್ನ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಿ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ನ ಲೇಬಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ದೇರ್ ಇಟ್ ಡಸಂಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದ ಸೆಲ್ ವಾಲ್. The entire organism is covered by the fatty layer sheath. The fatty sheath is entirely covered and it has spikes. Why the spikes are present? To hold to the organ inside the body, inside the visceral organ to hold. Okay, so that's the spikes are present. So absence of what? Cell wall. Coming to another one example, bacterial viruses, that is bacteriophages. Okay, these bacteriophages, bacteriophages is covered by the protein layer. What we call the protein layer called as a capsomers. Each unit of capsomers is called as capsule. That thing we know. So next is, they are considered as acellular because of absence of cell wall. Okay, so coming to the next topic, branches. We have many branches in the microbiology. Microbiology is only the branch of biology andre ಆ ಒಂದು microbiology still sub branches ಇದೆ. First, agricultural microbiology. Now I hope all you understand the meaning of microbiology. In that agricultural, the microbes which are related to the agricultural land, whether it harms or benefits to the humankind, human welfare kind. The studying of all those processes comes under the agricultural microbiology. For best example, I can give an example to even that. What example you can give? The best example, cyanobacteria. You can give any example. Even fungi, you can give an example. Okay, fungi, let us take with the fungi. The fungi, there are two types of fungi. Endo and ecto. Ectendo, even three types. Ectendo, endo and ecto. When you take the endomycorrhiza or ectomycorrhiza, you can take. Mycorrhiza is a fungi. It is a microscopic fungi. In that ecto and endo. Ecto means it is adapted. The adaptations of the mycorrhiza at the outer side of the organism. Endo means inner side. Okay, those things. Ectendo means at the both the side. All you can know in the coming classes. I will still explain all those things. Okay. You can take endomycorrhiza. When the endomycorrhiza anta bandre, how it helps to the plant? First, it is a microorganism. You need an instrument to study about that. It comes under the agricultural microbiology. The first part is clear. And again, what the thing? Whether it is harmful to the plant or harmful to the plant or benefit to the plant. Studying of those. It is the second thing. So, if it is harmful, how to manage it or how to destroy it or how to inactivate the function of the fungi. The third thing, all those things which is related to agriculture and those organisms which are microbe, it is called agricultural microbiology. Understand? Clear? So next coming topic, biotechnology. You know, bio-life technology using instruments, no? Using the instrument, modern technology, using the modern technology, using the biological product. You are going to produce the new technological biological product. For example, you can take an example of BT cotton. BT cotton, you can take example which is biotechnologically obtained product. Okay, and normal cotton plant. One side you have normal cotton plant, another side you have BT cotton plant. See, now I think you can only make the differences. See, first thing, the biological product antandre, it has some special property anta artha madkobiಡ್ಬೇಕು. First artha madkoಬೇಕು. So understand it is well understand. So biologically obtained product means it may have some special characteristics compared to a normal plant anta artha ಆಗಬೇಕು ನಿಮಗೆ. First, normal plant, it doesn't have the resistance power throughout the drought, whereas the BT cotton it has. Drought andre ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಾ? ಬರಗಾಲ ಬಂದರೂ ಕೂಡ there is no harm to the yield in case of BT cotton, whereas normal cotton plant will harm. Next, another one characteristic, it has the capacity to give the more yield in case of BT cotton. In case of normal plant, how much it has the ability to give the plant, it will give. Another main important, it has the resistance power to fight against the worms, bacteria or other foreign particle which are harmful to the plant in case of BT cotton, whereas to normal plant it doesn't have. So it is well understand, technologically using the biological product we obtained something andre how artha agbeku, it has some special characteristic anta artha agbeku. So BT anta ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೀನಿ. Then what do you mean by BT? BT means Bacillus thuringiensis. Then what is Bacillus thuringiensis? It is a bacteria. Using that bacteria, when you inject to the cotton plant, no, at that time it get modified and there you get the cotton plant called as BT cotton. So next, food, dairy and aquatic microbiology. Food, coming to the food as itself, you know, each and every microbes is present in the food. We cannot see through our naked eyes, alva. Food alli microorganisms irutte, even You can take it as example. Okay, enzymes na example ಆಗಿ ತಗೋಬೋದು. See, what you take enzymes as an example means when you mechanical digestion happens in the mouth, no, at that time the bacteria which are present in the mouth, it will kill the foreign particles which are harmful to the body. And then you all know the physiology of the digestion. So food. Another one best example I can give, yeast. Yeast anta kotla nanu. When you take an yeast, see, normally in all home, all of them will doesn't have the yeast. Yeast ellar mane kitchen alli irodilla. So even it is a fungi. Yeast belongs to the fungi. Okay, it is not available in all our home. Ella homes alli irodilla. But when you make batter of idli, dosa, what you make no batter, one nimgella gottirutte, everyone will see, everyone will know the thing what I am going to say. ಇಡ್ಲಿಗೆ ಏನನ್ನು ಹಾಕಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ರಾತ್ರಿ ಮತ್ತು ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ನೋಡೋ ಅಷ್ಟರಲ್ಲಿ ಊರ್ಕೊಂಡಿರತ್ತೆ. ದೇರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಎ ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸ್ ಬೈ ವಿಚ್ ಈಸ್ ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ದ ಪ್ರೆಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎನ್ ಮೈಕ್ರೋಬ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಎ ಫುಡ್ ಮೈಕ್ರೋಬ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಡೈರಿ, I can give the same example or another example. Okay, Rogat cheese. Even Rogat cheese, you know, no? The cheese which is obtained by using a bacteria. By using the bacteria, they are producing a cheese which have a special taste and very different property rather than the normal cheese. So it is one of the dairy products. In chocolates, when you are making chocolates, no, at that time, or when you are making all the dairy products such as what, badam, then what we say peda, so all those things, what the sweet dairy products is there, that and all due to the presence of what, bacteria. Best example I can give to this is converting milk into curd by using a strager. So we will take a 1 drop of milk for 1 drop of curd and put into the milk, or you can do reverse thing. Then what will happen, the milk as it is, it get converted into the curd. There also in the milk also bacteria is present. Name of the bacteria is lactobacillus bacteria. Lactobacilli bacteria is present, no? So each and everywhere, even in the food, even in the air also, air microbes also present everywhere, each and every corner of the atmosphere, each and every corner of the ecosystem, the microbes are present. Then coming to the aquatic, as we know, similar aquatic also same irutte. Aquatic andre eno, related to the water. So the things which are the microbes which are present in the water, studying of those microbes, whether it is harmful or benefit to the aquatic animal, or it is benefited or harmful to the ecology, you can study under the aquatic microbiology. Okay, then genetic engineering, recombinant DNA technology is similar to the biotechnology, whatever I said, no, that. Then public health microbiology, same, public health microbiology. So it is the main aim is what is no, generally to all of us. For example, best example I can give, COVID-19. This COVID-19 is there, no, it is ಏನಂದರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಫುಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಹೋಲ್ ದ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್, ಫಾರ್ ಹೋಲ್ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ, ದ ಹೋಲ್ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ is suffered from this. We know how it is known. It is known by the scientists or research workers of our country. ಅವರಿಂದ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯಿತು. ಸೊ ಅವರಿಂದ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯಿತು ಅಂದಮೇಲೆ ದೆನ್ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಸೇ ದ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ಸು, ಹೌ ಟು ಬಿ ಕೇರ್ಫುಲ್ ಆರ್ ಹೌ ಟು ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ನಮಗೇನಾಗ ಸಿಮ್ಟಮ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಮೆಡಿಕೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಏನೇನು ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಮೆಡಿಕೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಡನ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಟು ದಿಸ್ ಡಿಸೀಸಸ್. ಸೊ ಆ ಥರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಅಸ್ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಮೈಕ್ರೋಬಯಾಲಜಿ. ಅಂದರೆ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ಮೈಕ್ರೋ ಆರ್ಗನಿಸಮ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಡೆಸ್ಟ್ರಾಯಿಂಗ್ ದ ಲೈಫ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅವರ್ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಬಂದಾಗ, ಡೆಸ್ಟ್ರಾಯಿಂಗ್ ಆರ್ ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ ನ್ಯೂ ಮೈಕ್ರೋ ಆರ್ಗನಿಸಮ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕವರ್ಡ್. ಸೊ those which is very harmful to us andre, so studying of that organism and what it is generally announced to the public to know about that organism, adella heluvanthadu public health microbiology department. And next epidemiology, similar. Epidemiology means what, skin, no, skin, what are the infections or what are the diseases happen to the skin, it is due to the sum of the microbe. Studying of those is called as an epidemiology. Immunology, we know, studying of immunity, or generally studying of immunity about what, of an organism, is called as an immunology. In immunology we have antigens, antibodies, B lymphocytes, T lymphocytes, okay, memory cells, macrophages, okay, mast cells, WBC cells, eosinophils, basophils, neutrophils, all those things, platelets, red blood cells, all those things are present in the body of a human being. They, what the immunity which give to protect thymus gland, okay, all those things which are present now, studying of those we call as an immunology, and still many more are there. Next, sub disciplines of microbiology: bacteriology, we know, studying about bacteria; mycology, we know, studying about fungi; phycology, studying about algae; protozoology, studying about protozoans; virology, study of viruses, all those things. Okay, so these are some sub branches of again microbiology. Yeah, here a clear picture you can see. ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು ನೀವು, ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ ಇದೆ. ಹೋಗಮ್ಮ, ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ you can see. First one, bacteria. Bacteria is E. coli bacteria, which is present inside. It is cannot be seen through our naked eyes, so they use the magnification to see the organism very clearly. This is bacteria. And E. coli. E. coli means Escherichia coli bacteria, present in the what? A small intestine of the human beings. Okay, studying of those, or that organism, whether it is benefited or what, harmful, all those things comes under the bacteriology, because it is a bacteria. In case of here another virus idre, aವಾಗ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, virology ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. So ಆ ಥರ. So coming to fungi, see, fungi is even microscopic. You can see the fungal connections, okay, a dense mat connections you can see, a hyphae, myceliums, all those you can see in the fungi. That name of that fungi is Thamnidium. Okay, and coming to algae, see, here we have two algae. The long elongated structure which is filamentous you can see at the three sides you can see, no, that is called as a Spirogyra. Spirogyra is generally microscopic algae, general basic. ಓಕೆ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಹ್ಯಾಬಿಟೇಟ್ ಅಂತ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು ಆಲ್ಗೆಗೆ ಅಂದರೆ, ಮಾಯಿಶ್ಚರ್, ಫ್ರೆಶ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತೋ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಪ್ರತಿ ಕಡೆಯೂ ಸ್ಪೈರೋಗೈರಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಯು ಗೋ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಚೆಕ್. ಒನ್ಸ್ ಯು ಟೇಕ್ ದ ಸ್ಯಾಂಪಲ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸ್ಯಾಂಪಲ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ which is belong to the fresh water form or marine water or stagnant water, even sometimes take the sample of that, you put that into the slide, and you can see clear and kept, you can keep under microscope and you can see it is very clear, elongated structure, ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಪರಕೆ ಕಡಿದರ ಸಣ್ಣಕ್ಕೆ ತುಂಬ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಫಿಲಮೆಂಟಸ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ತುಂಬ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ. So when you taking into the slide, at that time you have to take little bit. When you take little bit, you can see clearly, and it is very helpful to study the organism. ತುಂಬ ಕ್ಲಿಯರಾಗಿ ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು ನೀವು ಸ್ಪೈರೋಗೆರಾ, ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಹುಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗೋಷ್ಟೇ ಬೇಡ, ಓಕೆನಾ. ಅಷ್ಟು ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಮೈಕ್ರೋಸ್ಕೋಪಿಕ್ ಆಲ್ಗೆ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ 100%. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕೊಲೋನಿಯಲ್ ರೌಂಡ್ ಆಗಿರೋಂಥ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಏನಿದೆ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ Volvax. That is called as Volvax. Okay, so next is and another one you can see here, aquatic microbiology. Here they give an example of Verticella. The picture what you are seeing here, no, it is called as a Verticella. The Verticella, it belongs to protozoan. Generally it is present in the marine. So ಮೆರಿನಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಕಾರಣ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ aquatic microbe, you can see here. And another one here, viruses, you can see the viruses, single virus particle, herpes simplex virus, okay, microscopic. And another one helminths, protozoology, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಅಷ್ಟೇ protozoology ಬರುತ್ತೆ, Helminthia solium. And next, importance What is the importance of the microbe? Microbe are the earliest organism found in the fossil record. Survival, adaptation, and even in the evolution. Survival, adaptation, and even in the evolution, it is the first. Okay, they are unibiquitous. Unibiquitous means what? Unibiquitous means it is present at the everywhere. It is in a cosmopolitan in nature, present at everywhere, each and every corner of the world. Like they perform essential reaction in the environment. Yes, to the air for the purpose of ecological balance, it is present. And microbes can harm to workers. Even it will harm, no, whatever the benefits is there, and the what are the negative things or impacts are there, even it has to be studied. Okay, next, first, for what are the benefits to human being andre, bacteria are primary decomposers. Yes, for example, when you, if the plant dead leaf has fallen into the soil anta bandre, so for few days it will be there only for few days, and then what will happen, it start to become powder. ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಪೌಡ್ರ್ ಥರ ಮುರಿದೋಗೋ ಥರ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅಂದರೆ ಡಿಕಂಪೋಸಿಷನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ. ಆ ಪೌಡ್ರ್ ಥರ ಮುರಿದೋಗಿ ಏನು ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಬೀಳ್ತಿದೆ ಸಾಯಿಲ್ ಮೇಲೆ, ಅಗೇನ್ ಇಟ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಗೋ ಡಿಕಂಪೋಸಿಷನ್ ಬೈ ದ ಫರ್ದರ್ ಮೈಕ್ರೋಬ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಸಾಯಿಲ್. ಹಾಗಾಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ದ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಯೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್, ಜನರಲಿ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ, ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್, ಪೊಟ್ಯಾಷಿಯಮ್, ಫಾಸ್ಫರಸ್, NPK ಆರ್ 3 essential what micronutrients, no, which is required to the growth of the plant. All those things which is acquired by the soil, which is acquired through soil by the plant, ಅಂದರೆ ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಟು ಸಾಯಿಲಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋಂಥ ಆ ಒಂದು ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಯೆಂಟ್ಸ್ನ ಏನು ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸಾಯಿಲ್ಗೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ರಿವರ್ಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹೇಗೆ ರಿವರ್ಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಅವು ಫಾಲ್ ಆದರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆಗೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಮತ್ತು ಡ್ರೈ ಆಗಿ ಮತ್ತು ಡೆಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಡ್ರೈ ಆಗಿ ಪೌಡರ್ ಥರ ಆಗೋಗಿ ದೆನ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ಡಿಕಂಪೋಷನ್ ಆಗಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮೈಕ್ರೋ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಯೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಸಾಯಿಲ್ಗೆ ರೀಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೊಂದು. ಈವನ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗಿವ್ ಸೀವೇಜ್ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಮೈಕ್ರೋ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ವೇರಿಯಸ್ ಫುಡ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್, ಡೈರಿ ಮತ್ತು ಫುಡ್ಡು, ಅವಾಗ ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ಆಲ್ ದೋಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬೀರ್, ವೈನ್, ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲ್, ಬಿವ್ರೇಜಸ್ ಆಗೋವಾಗ ಫರ್ಮೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಫರ್ಮೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಆನ್ ಏರೋಬಿಕ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎನರೋಬಿಕ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗುವಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಡೈಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆವಾಗ ಈಸ್ಟ್ ತುಂಬ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಸೊ ಬಿವ್ರೇಜಸ್ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೈಕ್ರೋಬ್ಸು ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. Next, producing antibiotic as penicillin, which is the Penicillium notatum, is a fungi. The fungi, from the fungi, the antibiotic is extracted to kill the bacteria. That is called as antibiotic. And another, the here chart is there. The microbe do benefit us, but they are also capable of causing many diseases. All the diseases which is caused by the bacteria, fungi, viruses, protozoans, all those things here you can see in the chart. So next is, here another one chart is there. You can see what the chart. AIDS is disease caused by what? Virus. And again here diarrheal diseases means caused by the bacteria. Diarrhea ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಾ, ಲೂಸ್ ಮೋಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. The loose motion, the watery fecal matter from the human body by the infection of the sometimes even from the worms also, or majority from the bacteria. That is by the cholera bacteria and typhoid. Yes, and tuberculosis is caused by the bacteria TB, mycobacterium. And malaria virus, malaria ಕೂಡ ವೈರಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಮಲೇರಿಯನ್ ವೈರಸ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ measles, small mumps, same you can see. Hepatitis B viruses. So tetanus, it is caused by the bacteria. Parasitic diseases, protozoans ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So and rarely infectious diseases, even it is caused by the bacteria only, and other diseases. So next, now let us see the historical introduction to the microbiology. Historical introduction to the microbiology ಅಂದರೆ whatever now we studied, no, that is the important scope introduction. Okay, and why we have to study the microbiology, that we have to know. For those things now we have studied all that, but who introduced the microbiology, how many scientists are there, what they are contributed to the field of microbiology. Okay, all those things we need to know. So for that thing we have to study the historical evolution of the microbiology. the historical evolution of the microbiology will be explained in the next class. Thank you.